Hello and welcome. In this video, I will show you how to create a basic HTML document structure. This is an illustration of a basic HTML document structure that I am going to replicate inside a text editor and then save it as an index.html file. Web pages are saved with a .html file extension, and the index is basically the home page or the entry page to your website if your website has multiple web pages. Let's begin by creating a folder structure for our sample HTML document. I have already created my folder structure on my desktop, but you can create yours anywhere on your computer. So this is my folder structure here, and the way I created it is by right-clicking on a blank space on my desktop and just clicking on the new option and selecting folder, and then just giving the folder a name. In this case, I've called my folder My Projects. So that's the first step. And once you've done that, then open up the folder and then you create a project folder. This outer folder here will be a container for all your website projects that you want to create. It's always a good idea to keep all your projects in one location. So if I open that up, and then I've created another folder inside this folder, basically the same way, right click and go new folder and then give it a name. I've called it sample-site. It's a good practice when naming your project folders or your folders in general to give them lowercase names. If it contains more than one word, use a hyphen like I've done here. I've done sample-site to give the folder a name. It's always good to use lowercase. It's a better naming convention. So now that we've created a folder for our project, we're going to create 3 subfolders inside this folder. So click on it and create 3 folders. Just right click and go new folder and do that 3 times, and just give each of the folders a name. Call one images, the other call scripts, and the other one you call it style sheets. And this basically helps you organize your file. So if you've got any images you want to use, you put the images inside the images folder. If you've got any scripts like JavaScript, you place that inside the scripts folder. And if you've got any CSS, that goes in the style sheets folder. If you are using a Mac computer, you can create these folders the same way as well. I have added a couple of images to my images folder. I've got these 2 images here, and I've got them set at 256 by 256, which means the width and the height have been set to 256. And I got these images from a website called unsplash.com, which is this site here. So basically you just type in whatever you're interested in, your subject title. Say for example, if you're interested in dogs, you type in dogs there, and you can just get a variety of images relating to your search, and then you just download what you want. So that's what I did. I just went through these images and just downloaded a couple of them. So feel free to type in whatever subject you want. Doesn't have to be dogs, but anything that takes your fancy. So once you've got your images, so make sure you put them in your images folder. The images will probably not be the same size, so you can resize them, and you can use any image editing tool If you're on a Windows computer, you can use Microsoft Paint. So the way I resize my images, I just right clicked and went to open with Paint, which is Microsoft Paint. And while you're in Paint, you just click on the resize button. Make sure it's set to pixels. Okay, you can see this is my current size. And when you want to reset or resize your images, make sure you check on pixels, put in the size you want, the horizontal, the vertical, which is the width and the height, and make sure this option here that says maintain aspect ratio, make sure that is unchecked when you set the horizontal and vertical value. So I've already done this. I'm not going to do this again. I'm just showing you how I did it. Once you've done that, then you can save that back into your images folder and just give it a relevant name. So that's it for this part of the video.